You ever have one of those days where you wake up thinking it'll be just another Tuesday? Just you, your coffee, your land, and then suddenly you're staring down the barrel of a war you never asked for? Yeah, that was me, right at the start. She showed up with a clipboard and a smile sharp enough to slice bread. Thought she'd get a yes, got a lock gate instead. I figured that'd be it. Simple boundary, no trespassing, have a nice day. But nope, that was the opening shot. Turns out, when you say no to the wrong person in the mountains, you'd better buckle up. So there I am, minding my own business, sweat dripping down my neck while I'm pruning pines along the East Trail. Then I spot her, just standing there at the edge of my driveway, like she owns the whole damn ridge. Everything about her was too clean for mountain air. Perfect blazer, arms folded, lips pursed like she's waiting to tell me I've been living wrong my entire life. I give her a nod, wipe sap off my hands. That's me, I say, waiting for the line. She steps forward, fake smile locked in place, introduces herself, Karen Woodham, new president of Silver Pines HOA. As if that title means anything this far from suburbia. She starts off with the compliments, how my place, Lakeshore Vista, is a regional gem, how the HOA's been watching it flourish. I just let her talk, already bracing for the ask. Then she drops it. Want my hotel to join their community, offers to pave roads, advertise, bring in guests. All I have to do is hand over a percentage, submit to their rules, and pretend they've got authority on my land. It's a cooperative relationship, she says, proud as a peacock. I just stare at her. You have no jurisdiction here, I say. She doesn't even blink, tells me their zone of influence now includes my property, thanks to some new development. I almost laugh. That's not a real thing. She chuckles, like it's cute that I don't get it. It's not about lines, it's about collaboration, she says. That's when I step a little closer, just enough, so she hears me right. This land is private, bought and paid for. I built this hotel myself. You and your clipboard army have zero say over me or my business. Respect boundaries if you want community. Her smile goes thin. You're making this more difficult than it needs to be. Nope, I say, turning back to my pine. Simple as it gets. She stands there, waiting for me to blink, maybe hoping I'll cave. When I don't, she mutters about missed opportunities and hikes off, heels crunching on the gravel like a metronome. I watch her go, turn back to the view that makes this whole life worth it. Guests from all over the country pay for that silence, that lake view. For me, it's not just a business, it's my reset button. 20 years of military engineering, too many nights diffusing IEDs in countries no one wants to talk about. I came here to buy peace. Earned it with every scar. That night, I'm on the deck, bourbon in hand, sun melting into the lake, thinking it's over. Just another HOA type who got told no and stormed home to complain into her Chardonnay. But I should have known. People like Karen, they don't see no as a wall. They see it as the starting line. A week later, the forest goes weirdly still, like right before a storm, you know? And the first shot lands. Black SUV, government plates, environmental inspectors hopping out like they're raiding a meth lab. Community complaint, shoreline encroachment. I lead them down to the lake, let them poke the mud and measure whatever they want. After 3 hours, they find nothing. You're in code, they say, but I can already feel the next shoe waiting to drop. It does. 3 days later, building compliance, ADA violations, they claim, which is rich, considering I sunk 30 grand into accessible ramps and even built a custom kayak system for disabled vets. The inspector looks annoyed to be there. Third complaint this week in your area, he tells me, and I just smile. Same anonymous source? He shrugs. I know. Then the fake guests start showing up, book a suite, complain about mildew, leave a Yelp review about hidden mold, snap pictures in staff-only areas. My online reviews get flooded by one-star attacks from ghost accounts. Noisy, dangerous, smells, even claims of illegal fireworks and raigers. Yeah, in a meditation retreat. Health inspectors, more surprise visits, cancellations trickle in. My staff's on edge, my cook's threatening to quit. I nearly spit my coffee out when a guest emails asking if we're under environmental investigation. It's a pattern, Too consistent for coincidence. Every official I ask just shrugs. Can't prove malice. Yeah, right? Then my assistant manager, Kelly, finds something on Instagram. Bot spamming every post about the lake. Is this legal? Are you certified? Poisoning the fish. She digs deeper. Turns out all the heat's coming from one HOA-affiliated Facebook page, tagging my hotel. If the hotel won't cooperate, the community will take steps. Now it's not just a neighbor with a grudge. It's a coordinated campaign. It gets worse. My lawyer calls, never a good sign. Jake, did you authorize an easement on your property? What the hell are you talking about? HOA just filed for a historic community access across my East Trail, citing some ancient precedent. That trail's been closed for decades. Gates locked. Deed shows discontinued land. But if that claim gets on record, I'm in for a court slog. I tear through old boxes from the previous owner, Marvin Dullen. Finally find it. A notarized 1987 county order closing the trail for good. I file a counterpetition, slap on a restraining order, watch the courthouse clerk raise her eyebrows. You sure you want to poke the hornet's nest? Honey, I'm burning it down. Still, this is chess, not checkers. The coordination, the timing, it reeks. I call up Evan, a guy I know from my old security gigs. Can you check if this is a bot attack? He's on it. Build a scraper, matches patterns, tracks bot posts. Turns out, it's all too familiar. Same fake accounts, same phrasing, all tied to HOA activity. Meanwhile, HOA types are suddenly birdwatching near my east fence, taking photos. I set up a trail cam. Get them on film, climbing the fence, flashlights and all. I've got what I need. Evan digs deeper. Finds the website smearing my hotel is registered to a shell company in Boise, linked to West Northwood LLC. Now that's a name I know. They tried to buy my land 2 years ago. I turned them down. Looks like they don't take rejection well. Now I know. Karen's not running the show. She's the face, not the brains. And the real play? Drive me out, buy the land cheap, build condos. I can feel the noose tightening. Sabotage starts getting real. Water main cut at midnight. Parking lot littered with broken glass. Threat letter under a guest cabin door. Get out before someone gets hurt. I'm not the only one shaken. A guest from Utah gets cut, leaves early. Another couple bails after the letter. Camera footage is grainy, but we spot a big guy in work boots, hoodie, coming in from the woods. Evan cross-references the HOA bot attacks. One account posts, "The forest takes what doesn't belong," right as the water valve smashed. Turns out, Doug Woodham, Karen's husband, isn't just muscle. He's ex-security, dishonorably discharged, and now he's creeping around at night. I go to the sheriff, bring all the evidence. This time, they listen. Doug gets picked up after my security team catches him mid-sabotage, bolt cutters in hand. Sheriff's got him in cuffs, Karen's spinning the story online. We regret the actions of one individual, sure. But now, the HOA's quieter, bots start vanishing, and you can smell fear. My lawyer, Angela, is a shark. We dig up old county laws, find one that protects businesses like mine from HOA overreach, as long as the business predates the HOA and isn't on their land. Silver bullet, right there. We file a cease and desist, then a defamation suit, loss of income, harassment, the works. And we call for the HOA's operating license to be suspended. Turns out, HOA dues funded Karen's personal legal bills, Doug's fines, and paid for the campaign against my hotel. Evan even ties the smear site straight to West Northwood LLC. What started as neighbor drama is now full-on corporate harassment. Court's a circus, packed benches, judges a grizzled Vietnam vet. Angela lays it out, timeline, attacks, AI evidence, the lot. Evan testifies, shows how the bot networks all trace back to the HOA and their shell company. Angela plays a Zoom recording of Karen. Keep pushing him. Northwood gets what they want. Judge calls recess. When they come back, Angela files to freeze the HOA's accounts. Shows the fake inspections were just printouts, no state authority. The judge leans back, says, so this HOA ran a campaign to force a sale for a developer, using fake authority, harassment, and sabotage. Angela just nods. Verdict comes fast. $3.8 million in damages. Karen out as president. Under investigation for fraud and conspiracy. Doug gets felony sabotage. West Northwood faces class action lawsuits. HOA's power stripped to nothing but groundskeeping and bake sales. The best part? The new sign at the old HOA office, now a county liaison hub. Notice, Lakeshore Vista is private property. By court order, violators prosecuted. There's even a QR code linking to the full judgment. Locals come by, laugh, take selfies. Hotel bookings double. People just want to stay where the HOA lost. I start a new retreat. No phones, no screens, no HOA drama. Hired veterans to run it. One looks at my operation, says, "You build a base. Now you're fortifying it." Evan keeps his AI running, offers it to other businesses. Letters pour in. People with their own HOA horror stories, desperate for a win. In the end, it wasn't just about me. It was about everyone who's ever been told, "We make the rules." I didn't pick this fight, but I finished it the right way, with proof, patience, and a hammer when I needed it. Now, I wake up to mist rolling off the lake, the fire pit glowing at night, cabins full. Only thing patrolling the trails is Moose, my retired German Shepherd. Loves every guest, but never did trust a clipboard. Peace didn't come easy, but you know what? Sometimes you have to fight for it. So let me ask, where do you draw your line? And what would you do if someone tried to cross it? Drop your thoughts down below. Share your own stories. Because justice, well, it starts with standing your ground. And sometimes with just saying no.